I'm Nicholas Balacy here on the red carpet for the premiere of Operation Finale with Oscar-winning actor Sir Ben Kingsley and other cast members. Let me ask you about an interview you did recently where you talked about not viewing Holocaust survivors in a capsule because you didn't want people to think that it couldn't happen again, the Holocaust. Why are you worried that it might happen again? Are you concerned specifically about that?
I'll tell you who told me it might happen. It probably could happen again. That's Simon Wiesenthal and Elie Wiesel have both said that openly and publicly. So it is not for me to voice that concern. What do I know? I'm just an actor. But they are the voice of the Holocaust. And if those men are saying that, then we better sit up and listen. And I'm not saying it's going to come from Europe. I'm not saying it's going to come from any part of the world that we think it's going to come from. It's not. It's going to come from a very surprising place.
Anti-Semitic incidents are actually up in the U.S. according to the Anti-Defamation League. What do you attribute that to, the rise of anti-Semitism according to that group in the United States?
I find anti-Semitism after the Holocaust utterly baffling and unbelievable. I have to quote Elie Wiesel. When I was last with him, he shared with us the fact that he had been talking to God, and after the Holocaust he asked God, "What more do you want?" That's all I can say. What more do you want?
What's the message or the course of action that you would like to see the audience take away after they see Operation Finale, and possibly something that might be related to what's going on in the world today?
I would love for people to think long and hard about the face of evil. I'd love for people to see this film and question what evil looks like, question what evil can hide behind, question institutions and people who present themselves as benevolent, heroic, important, but who are in fact not, or evil.
Well, I think obviously this can't help but in some ways be a film about the Holocaust, although it's set in 1960. It's actually about how nations pick themselves up after catastrophes like that. What I would like people to take away from it is that the very short-term gains to be made from utilizing ethnic hatreds to gain power actually have a long-term disaster at the end of it, which is what happened to Germany, and not only its victims but also its perpetrators.
It's a movie that everyone should see, because in those days we quite forget what was in the 40s and about the Holocaust and about people saying Nazis, 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 but they don't know who the Nazis were, and they just use this word just for it's very cheap way to use this word. And after this movie, people can understand what happened there. First, second of all, they can also will understand how courage were the people who did those things in order to bring those people to justice, Eichmann to justice, and you have to have courage in order to bring justice to the world.
Reporting in Washington, I'm Nicholas Balacy.